Hello my friends, this is Gladys from Gladys Garden in Heart of a Gypsy. Thanks all of you for stopping by to my channel. Today I have something very exciting and really good news to share with all of you. And is the fact that I've been asked by Adriana Hernandez to be part of her wonderful and awesome design team for her business. Her business is called Grapevine Designs and Studio. What she has in her store or her business, it's laser die cuts, and they are just amazing. The variety that she's got in her store, it's great, and she's constantly expanding. She's also expanding her business national wise too, and this is her first design team, so I'm very privileged and also very thankful for her to give me this opportunity to work with her. She's an awesome lady. Anyways, we have become friends since we've met a while back, and so now I will be designing and doing some of my crazy things that come up in my head and applying them to her awesome pieces of chipboard. She also has lots of laser wood cutting, or laser cutting for wood, actually I'm trying to say that, but so she can do both. The other wonderful thing that she does in her store is the fact that she can customize a lot of pieces. So per se that she already has one design that you like, but you like to introduce a word to it, or you know, something of that nature, or even if it's your own design, she will take it, you know, and you would just have to talk to her as to how many you want. I think there is a limit, or not a limit, a minimum that you can order when it's a custom designed. But we'll myself and Lisa Cardona, which is the other design team member, will be doing some monthly projects. They have to do obviously with the products that she has in her store, but also we'll have one a month, I believe, that is going to be you know, bringing out the customization of her products. So that is the good news that I have with you guys. This is her logo to her store. I'll have all the information down here below as to her blog, and also her store and her Facebook fan page and all that. So please go there, like her page, subscribe to her YouTube channel, and go check out her store. They're just amazing. So this is I'm very excited, you know, to be in this team and to get started in something that you know, has probably been a dream of her for a while, and now she has come to that realization. Is she's growing quite big, real quickly too. So I'm very happy to be here. So yay for me and Lisa too. So anyway, so that is the name of her store. And without any further ado, I want to introduce my first design team project. This is for the month of June. This is still May, but I'm just going a little bit ahead. So by the time you get it is the deadline, which is, it'll be June the 2nd. And what I've created is just a little mini album, and I named it Love Trimmings, but it has to do with the theme that we are carrying this month in the store, which is spring is in the air, and that is the reason why I chose all these very lively and pink and greens and purplish colors, you know, very springy time. So that's the reason. So I'll pace you through it. What I use as my die cuts are over here. This is an accucut die, and I think it's a Victorian card number 6, I believe it is. And I had 6 of them right here. I cut them out of a heavy chipboard, and I'll show you what they look like. Oh, there it is. I have them here in the back. Sorry, I should have got them out, but so that's what they look like. And I'll have this ones on my Etsy store. I'll have the kits on my Etsy, but we'll talk a little bit about that in a little bit. Excuse me. So I cover them with designing paper. So this one right here, and I put one so you can kind of see right there. I think I have another piece in here that I can show you. So this is the paper that I cover them with, and that would be, you know, the background or the coordinating cardstock that I use. This was a little bit pinker that I use other than the other one, but you know, it was whatever I had available in our local store. But I did finally found this one that I wanted that is, you know, the perfect match for it. So you'll have those in the kits for my Etsy. Once I have put the paper together, I went ahead, and I'll talk to you about the front in a little bit. I went ahead and created little pockets on each page, right here. And then on each page, I created a mat. So you have, you know, a good amount of space in order to put your pictures or to do lots of journaling. Including with all of this, I did a lot of my own vintage ephemera that I put in there, and obviously the theme that I'm also carrying, not just the spring, I'm carrying the sewing theme, because I wanted to give a little bit of a nostalgia feel to this little album. So that's the reason I went with all these gorgeous images, you know, they have to do with sewing. And I'm sure it takes all of us to a time in which we can even remember sitting by our grandmother or our mothers or any other adult that, you know, had the patience to sit down with us and show us how to sew. I know I learned in one of those pedal singer old sewing machines. So alright, so I'll explain the front. The front, I used one of our die cuts right here, and it's one of those embroidery hoops, and it's in chipboard, but you can also cut them in wood. And this is the smallest. She's got two more, which I know they're in here somewhere. I should have had them ready, but this is the smallest, okay? This one right here measures, I think, 4.5. Let me double check. It's about 4 1/4, so that can tell you, you know, the size of this hoop. And I created a little pin cushion in the middle there, in which I, you know, put this little ones, so little stick pins on them. I didn't want to create something really big and bulky. I had to, you know, go with the miniature size of the book that I was working with. And even though this little die cut is not part of our springtime or spring is here theme, I thought it just went really well with it. And then right next to it, I have another die cut that is in a form of a dress form that has a little corset, and it's kind of long. It's about, I would say, maybe 3.5 to 4 inches long altogether, and I put it right in there, and I painted it in purple. Then I had this little frame that I know it was a gift, that they came in a little package of 2, and I'm so sorry, but I cannot recall. I know it was in one of my swaps, and I do a lot of swaps, so that's the reason. So I'm not trying to ignore the person who gave them to me, but whoever did, thank you so very much, because I do really like them. I think I have an idea, but I don't want to, you know, say the name and be wrong and offend someone. But I very much appreciate it. So I put a little frame in there, and on the inside I put 2 Tim Holtz stickers or word stickers that says "Love Trimmings." So I thought that went really well with the theme. And then on top of it, I just added some glossy accents, and then I accented it with a little flower here, and I put a little rhinestone in there. Some paper or mulberry flowers in here. This one I made. Too. And then on the side, just put lots of ribbons and, let's see, trimmings of different kinds. A lot of these ones are in my Etsy, so check them out if you really like this one. It looks really vintagey, very pretty, and I do have it there. So that's what I did. I also use just the the binding rings over here. So as you open it up, obviously I've already said to you that we have pockets on each page, but then I decorated them. I put some of that rate rack on every page on the side, and then I have this little pieces of ephemera that are in the shape of a wooden spool, and then I just wrapped a little bit of any fibers that I may have that would go in the color scheme that I was working with. These trimmings too are part of my Etsy, so they'll be there. And then look at this really, really cute 2 little kids. I don't know if they're little, I think they're little fairies or not fairies, but they're like little kids dressed in maybe butterflies, costumes too. And what I did with them, obviously they come raw with just a chipboard. I just painted them. I used my very small brush, and I grabbed any of my paints that I've had, which are, you know, acrylic, and I went ahead and painted, accented the the wings, accented their dresses, their little hats, and then their little shoes. And I thought they just look adorable. All right, next page. So again, we have some more ephemera. This looks like a little bit like a little pattern. You know, those patterns, those McCall patterns or Simplicity that you used to buy. Another little spool shape piece of ephemera. And there's some more ephemera here. And each one, again, has its own, each page or each pocket has its own mat that pulls out. Same thing over here. And then this is another one of her die cuts. This is a little, this is the baby ladybug. She's got a bigger one. So this is the little one that I used. And you'll see a picture on the end of this video when you see all the pictures of the album that I've taken. You will see a picture where it has all the die cuts that we are supposed to use this month of June. So we may use them all in one project or we may not. But during the month we'll use them all for sure. Again, I just painted it. I painted the background in black and then the wings I painted them in red and the antennas also in red, and I thought it just looks really cute. More ephemera, and then the other piece of ephemera that is in the shape of a spool. Let's see, another spool here with fiber, and this is another big spool right here, and you can do journaling and you can do a picture there too. And then over here we have the two little mushrooms, which I also painted. They're just adorable. I painted the bottom or the stems in green, the actual top of the mushroom in red, or it's not like red, it's almost like a berry color. And then I did accent a black to make them look more like mushrooms. Over here you have your mat, and then I have a little bit of a dress form to do a little bit of journaling if you desired. Same thing over here. This is the bigger mushroom that she's got, a little fatter, different shape. I painted the bottom green, berry color on the top with the black dots to accent it. Same thing over here. We have some fiber of that beautiful little spool, another little mini dress. And that is the end of the book. And then I just, on the back, I did mud push and I put this little pattern like ephemera. And then I put one in here that says, I am so very happy. So that is my little book for, you know, my first design team project for Grapevine Designs, and I do hope you have enjoyed it. One thing I forgot to mention about this little pincushion here, I created it with some felt, and you can see the, you know, the bottom part right there, and over that I just overlapped this little piece of I think it's an organza type of lace, and with embroidery lace into it. I wanted to recreate, obviously, like it was an embroidery piece, something that someone had done by hand to give that that sort of an illusion, and I think I captured it. I'm quite satisfied the way it turned out. So I do hope you have enjoyed this little mini tutorial, not tutorial, but at least it gives you an idea as to how to. Hi my friends, I so forgot to let you know about the kit that will be available at my Etsy. You will have 6 pieces of this chipboard that is already cut, and also pre-drill for the holes on, you know, for your binding rings. You'll have 2 binding rings. You'll also have 12 pages altogether, so 6 of this paper and 6 of the cardstock. So you'll have enough to cover back and the front of your chipboard. We'll have about, I believe it's about 6 with this papers, and then we'll have another 6 that I'm still waiting on the papers. The papers are from Kaiser Craft, and they are the needle, I think needle and thread collection by them. So it's all about sewing, and it's very, very cute. I just don't have it available quite yet. I did put the order in, but it hasn't arrived. But I know, you know, there's a different taste, and and the other one definitely will be more vintage. It's not going to be very springy this way, but it is going to be with the sewing theme. What other things are you going to get in the kit? Well, basically you'll get the, as I said, the chipboard, you'll have the paper, and you'll have this pin cushion right here in the front. Okay, so the pin cushion will be done, so you can just put it there on your chipboard. Everything else, you know, you're pretty much on your own, but you'll have the links to where to get all these ones if those are the chipboards that you want to use, and all that. You know, you can use your own ephemera if you want to, or not, or your own pictures as to, you know, what else to do. I will give, you'll have this right here. It comes, I believe, in a set of 6 of this little ephemera shape, spool shaped ephemera. So you'll have those in there, and you just wrap whatever fibers or fabric that you may have available in your stash. But basically you're just getting a raw chipboard, and you will have this right here. So this will be completely done, meaning the pin cushion is done, the little embroidery hook will be there. All you have to do is put glue in the back and just glue it after you had done, you know, covering with your paper in there. So that will be available. I believe on the 3rd or the 4th of June, which is today, if you're watching this video, is 2nd of June, so I'm going to give myself a couple of more days to do all the cutting. I am hoping that between now and then I do get all my papers in, and I'll be able to put those kits together. They're not difficult, you know, whatsoever, but I probably will do a little quick tutorial also, so you can follow along as to how do I put it together. Nothing to it. And if you need any extra things, just email me, send me a private message via Facebook or here on YouTube, and I'll be able to talk to you and see what else, you know, we can do. But yes, these kits will be available soon enough, and I'll be able to get them on my Etsy, and my link will be also below. So take care. I just have forgotten to mention that, and I want the video to go over and not being able to do this for you. You guys take care. Bye-bye.